Hi everyone, Matt Titcomb again from Peak InfoSec. Last time we covered 8 fundamentals to protect your business. Today we're going to talk about how we applied 5 information security fundamentals to first identify, corner, and smother an advanced persistent threat. A few things up front. First, we'll be using Acme Industries in place of our client's name. Given what we saw, it might as well have been your company. Secondly, we won't cover in the weeds stuff about the APT. Sorry, NDAs are in place. Lastly, Peak InfoSec doesn't resell any of the products identified or resell any products at all. So in the beginning, Acme Industries asked us to assist with implementing the non-technical and technical aspects of an information security framework. Fundamental number 1, situational awareness. As a part of the effort, we led the client through a source selection process to pick a security incident and event management SIM solution and a vulnerability management tool. Acme Industries chose Rapid7's Insight IDR for the SIM and its sister product Insight VM. 2 months in, Insight IDR notified us an account was being exploited. Time to hunt. We went to the identified PC and we evaluated it. The installed major antivirus vendor said everything was fine. We tried Sophos Clean just in case. Glad we did. The system was riddled with malware. Moral of this fundamental, without a situational awareness tool, in this case Rapid7 SIM that does user entity and behavioral analytics, we still wouldn't know something was afoot. Fundamental number 2, advanced endpoint protection. Once we ran Sophos Clean, we knew what to go look for. We looked at a sample of the client's PCs and we found that most were infected while the current cloud-based AV tool was sidelined or simply reporting everything was hunky-dory. Reinstalling didn't do anything, so we knew the current AV platform was truly feckless. Based on our advice, the client procured Sophos Cloud for the PCs and servers. The Sophos purchase came with InterceptX. InterceptX catches the real-time fileless dynamic malware that is becoming so prevalent today. In the end, at Acme Industries, the other AV tool had to be installed once we found it was being used against us to deliver malware. We put Sophos on every device in the end. There was some whack-a-mole time in the middle as the APT fought to break and disable parts of Sophos. In the end, the APT lost. Fundamental number 3, internal network segmentation. Following an information processing risk-based model, we segmented Acme Industries' flat network into zones like servers, users, IoT, and unmanaged. In the middle of these zones was a Palo Alto Networks firewall. While our go-to was Fortinet, Palo Alto and Checkpoint will do quite well also. After a long, tedious weekend of getting everything moved, we saw the APT traffic get cornered into the users, IoT, and unmanaged zones. The last one was easy. It was as isolated as the guest network, and we could easily apply rules to the unmanaged zone that killed off outbound traffic to unauthorized sites. So what was in this zone? HVAC controllers and alarms. Yep, the APT had hijacked those. In IoT, we saw they had taken over a multifunctional printer. Given the traffic was limited to outbound only from the zone, they kept causing alerts. Since we moved all of the user devices to a new VLAN, we now clearly saw the traffic they were using to attack servers. Now we build policies to block and evaluate all traffic. Fundamental number 4, two-factor authentication. As a part of the overall mitigation, we helped the client implement Duo for two-factor authentication. In short, this stopped the ability for the hacker to run scripts on the network as a compromised user without requiring being bounced up to an external controlled device. By interjecting two-factor authentication to all login attempts, we thwarted the ability for the hacker to operate. Fundamental number 5, Resolve wisely. As a part of the initial analysis, we saw the APT had configured some clients to use compromised DNS servers. Using the list of secure DNS servers provided in our last vlog, Acme Industries used the Palo Alto that was configured to only allow DNS queries from internal DNS servers to our trusted sources. Of the 5, this one is more of a preventative measure to help fight phishing and browsing-based attacks. It took time and commitment from our client Acme Industries to get their infrastructure cleaned up and without the odd effects that we saw. Our hats are off to them for their commitment. The bottom line though, when dealing with an APT, you cannot assume they are ever 100% gone unless you're willing to burn everything to the ground and start over. Very few are, and generally only after a ransomware attack will anyone do that. Next time, we'll look at the first fundamental we hit today, situational awareness. Thanks again, out here.